Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, so it's been forever since I have properly made a video. It's also been, let's start again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks to those who have been tuning into my last couple of videos that I've made. I really appreciate all the love. It's been a while since I have made a video. I've been kind of slow with my edits and even filming. I've been in London now for 6 months. It's now December. I can't even believe how fast the time has gone. It's really crazy, but I have been enjoying my journey so far, and I wanted to come on here and make a video for you guys about how I applied for my visa, because I had a couple people inbox me and they were asking me how long it took, what kind of information do I need to give, and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, we'll get right into the video. So first off, I'll let you guys know exactly why I applied for my visa. I get this question all the time from everyone here in London. They're like, oh, you're from Canada? Well, why did you come here? We're trying to escape London. But my reason is because ever since I was a little girl, I've been fascinated by, obviously, the British accent. But I've just always wanted to explore Europe. And yes, I know the UK is not part of Europe anymore. It's its own continent, country. Still not sure, a little confused with all of that since the whole, I don't even know what it's called, the Brexit, or the, yeah, we're not gonna try that. Anyways, I've just always wanted to come here. It's been a dream of mine, and I told myself that, like, I don't know how many years it took me. It was really the choice between film school or traveling and getting a work visa and going to different countries. I wanted to go to the UK and then Australia and just kind of travel around for a few years, but I ended up choosing film school. So I went to film school for a few years, and then when I got out of film school, the pandemic hit. So I ended up going back home where all my family is, and I was reading online that so with the visa, you have to be between the ages of 18 and 30 to apply for the specific visa that I applied for, which is the holiday work visa for the UK, which is now called the youth mobility visa. So between the ages of 18 and 30. So I turned 30, and then the pandemic hit, and so it was already like 8 months. So I was just about to be 31, and I found out that I can still apply for the visa before I turned 31. So I literally had the money in my bank account, and I'm like, I'm not wasting any more time at all. I'm hopping on this and I'm applying. And so that's what I did, and here I am. What you have to do, like I said, you have to be between the ages of 18 and 30. You can apply for the visa before you're 31. And you can enter the UK after you're 31 as long as you applied and got accepted for the visa before you turned 31. You just have to go to the government website. I think it's gov.uk, and type in, even if you type into Google holiday work visa, it's still gonna come up. There are companies out there that will help you with the visa, but they obviously will charge you extra fees just for them helping you, because they also help with accommodation, helping you find a job and all of that stuff. And I was thinking of going with one of those companies just because I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this on my own. It might be too complicated, just, going to a whole new country, but I decided to do everything on my own anyways. So I filled out the application, and the price, I don't really remember the prices. All I know is that I spent roughly around $1,500 Canadian. I know that you have to, when you apply for the visa itself, like the application form fee is about $400 Canadian, I believe, or maybe it's between $350 and $400. So on top of the visa application, you also have to pay for, what is it called? Okay, so I had to get my phone and Google it because I completely forgot what it was called, but you have to pay for the application fee. So I think I paid about $350 Canadian, and then on top of it, you have to pay for the health surcharge. So what that is basically cover you for healthcare for the 2 years that you are living and working in the UK. Now, I'm actually shocked because the prices like almost doubled. So the application fee now is £244, which is about $500 Canadian. So it just about doubled, which is crazy to me. They must have just changed this. And then also you have to have support funds in your account as well when you apply. And at the time I needed £1,500, or no, I needed £1,100, which is roughly almost $3,000 Canadian. And now I'm so shocked. It's saying that you need £2,530 in your savings. You guys, that's just over $5,000 Canadian. Like, that's crazy to me, how they just like doubled that. And it's probably because of the pandemic as well, because I remember even like 6 years prior when I was looking into this, the prices never changed, not once. It was always the same. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So you're gonna have some money, honey, if you wanna come to the UK. That's another story. It's hella expensive here. I already knew that coming here, but it's like actually like ridiculously expensive. But yeah, so like I said, you have to pay for the application fee. The application fee now is £470. Or no, sorry, I said $244. The health surcharge fee on top of the application fee is £470 per year. It was a lot cheaper. So when I say I paid $1,500 in total for the whole application that included the health surcharge, that was about $1,500. It was about $1,200 for the health surcharge. So I think that was about £300 per year, I guess. Yeah, $1,200, around there. I'm trying to calculate that all in my head. But now it's £470 per year, which again converted to Canadian is almost $1,000, just under $1,000 per year for the health surcharge. So not only if you are going to apply for this visa now in like 2022, because we're almost in 2022, you're not only going to need $500 for the application, but you're also going to need about $2,500 plus $5,000 in your account. So that's $7,500 that you're going to need in your account just to apply for this visa now. Absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is. If you want to make your dreams come true, you're gonna do what you want to. You're gonna do what you have to do. So, and that's exactly what I did. It was a lot cheaper, thank God. But yeah, so filling out the application, it really wasn't that difficult. I don't remember a whole lot because it was a while ago. It was about 1.5 years ago now. They just ask you like, you know, simple personal questions like your name, your birthday, where you were born, your parents' names. They want to know like your parents' information as well. You need to show proof of the funds in your account as well. You also need to have a copy of your passport and make sure that it's not going to expire within the 2 years that you are in the UK. They ask you like criminal questions. One thing I also forgot to mention was that you have to go and get your fingerprints taken and a photo done. And the only places that you can actually do that are in Toronto, Ottawa, I believe, Edmonton, and Vancouver. And because I was in Calgary, I had to drive 3 hours to Edmonton to do this. And you have to book the appointment online and also pay a fee. If you're in Toronto, it is free. They also ask you where you'll be staying. They don't ask you, on the application it does ask you about a job, but you don't have to fill that out because you are coming here to look for a job. If you have a job before you come, then great, which I did, and I was so grateful for that. No longer working at that place, but it is what it is. But yes, I was fortunate enough to get a job before I came, and that was my goal. Just because of the pandemic, I didn't want to be struggling. But yeah, you don't have to fill that part out on the application, but they do want to know like where you might be staying. So whether that's at an Airbnb or a hostel, just kind of like put in the address of where that place might be, and then again a copy or proof of that place. So like I wanted to do the whole hostel bit, but again, because of COVID, I was unable to do that, so I had to opt out and do Airbnb because I needed to quarantine as well. So I booked my Airbnb and I made a copy and then sent that in with my application. So you have to apply for the application 6 months before you travel. Now, I applied for mine July 2020, and I was going to go in January of 2021, but the pandemic was so bad over here that I wanted to wait till it settled down. And once you apply, you only have like a 30-day window normally, 30 to 90-day window for you to enter the UK, or you have to reapply for the visa again. Alright, let's just freeze there, because I think I just confused myself, and I do not want to confuse you guys by any means, especially if you are serious about getting a visa. So you can apply, the latest you can apply for your visa is up to 6 months. So like if you're planning on leaving like in 8 months, you cannot apply for it. You can only apply for it within 6 months of you deciding to depart from your country. However, you can apply for your visa literally like 6 weeks before you decide to leave. Just make sure if you are going to apply 6 weeks before you leave, do make sure that you are giving yourself enough time to fill out the application. Go to your appointment for your fingerprinting and your photo, because it will take up to anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks to get your application back. For me, it only took, I believe, 3 weeks, but do give yourself time. Because I didn't come here until June 2021, I had to pay another fee on top of what I had already paid for them to extend my entry into the country, because I knew I wasn't going to be there within 90 days of January 7th or whatever day it was. So that's what I did. Unfortunately, I had to pay that fee. I think it was like $250 Canadian, so it wasn't like too bad, but still, it's money. That's all it cost, was money, 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 money coming here. It's all worth it, so I'm happy. So yeah, that's the application bit. When you do come here, you definitely have to like sort out a job if you already haven't found a job. You have to get your, within 10 days of arriving in the UK, you have to pick up your biometric pass, and that just basically is just a piece of ID with like a number on it, and it just says, it's basically just, it's proof for you to live and work here. So yeah, you have to pick that up. Then you need to apply for your NIN number, which is your national insurance number. Now, with that, it's easy. You just go on the government website, you call a phone number, or you fill out an application form. With COVID, it took a little bit longer. I applied in July and I didn't get it until October, I believe. But I was still able to work without it because I had my biometric pass and because I was on my holiday work visa. So I was still able to work. The only difference with not having it is that your taxes will be, you'll be taxed higher basically from your job. But the best thing about that is you can actually get that money back once you get your national insurance number. I haven't done it yet, but I know that you can go onto the government website and fill out another form of the hours and stuff for the previous job that you had, or the hours that you worked at your job before you didn't have your NIN number, and then they'll backtrack all of that and then pay you the extra taxes that they took off, which is great. So I probably should have done that, but I haven't, so I'm gonna do that in the new year. So another thing too, because you want to get paid, and you obviously can't get paid into your Canadian bank account. That's another thing. When I was in quarantine, trying to order groceries was an absolute nightmare. Like, nightmare. My cards weren't working, my MasterCard wasn't working, my debit card wasn't working, none of it seemed to work. I had to call the companies. Yeah, so like going back to getting a bank account set up. Now that's a little difficult because you need an address to get a bank account set up. What I did was, I didn't want to use the Airbnb address because I was only going to be there for 3 weeks. And thankfully was my boss allowed me to use their address. And so I just used their address and I ordered a Monzo card, which is probably the easiest bank account that you can get. A lot of people that even are from here own a Monzo account. It's actually it's a good account. It's quite easy. There's no monthly fees. And then later when I moved into my flat, I went and got another bank account, which is with Barclays. There's Halifax, there's Lloyd's, there's Barclays. There's so many different different banks, obviously. When you apply, and make sure that you do come with a little bit of cash, just in case your cards don't work out here like mine did. With the phone, I am with Giffgaff, Giffgaff. You can go to their website and they'll actually they'll send you a SIM card in your country before you even get here. So that's what I did. So I already had like my phone with me, the phone that I was using in Canada. I just had to switch out the SIM card. So as soon as I got off the plane, because I didn't want to like start making phone calls and then getting charged, I just popped in my UK SIM card, activated it. They need a minimum of £10 to activate it and give you a phone number. So that was great. Oh my gosh, and the plans here, ooh, the plans here are so cheap. Like as little as £6, unlimited calls, unlimited text messages, and like 6 gigabytes or something for £6 a month. I pay £10 a month, that's $20 Canadian, and I get like 20 gigs, and yeah, it's great. So super cheap. It's not a contract, you just pay monthly, so it's nice. So Giffgaff, you guys. If you are coming here and you aren't doing the whole hostel bit, and you just need to look for a room to rent out, then the best places to look are Rightmove and Spare Room. So Rightmove is more of like your own place. I mean, you can find rooms to rent on there, but it's more for looking for like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, so on and so forth. And Spare Room is basically like people who are looking for someone to move in one of their rooms, basically. Yeah, and they have apps for both of those places, or you can just go online on your laptop or whatever. Our other places you can look for rooms to rent, so like Facebook, if you have Facebook, you can go on Facebook groups, London rooms, just search up like London rooms or flatmate in London or whatever, like you'll find there's so many groups, but just be careful. You don't want to give out any money online if you've never met the person. You want to go and see the place first. Do not do it before you leave the country, unless it is with an actual like real estate company, and you know, and you're already signing papers and stuff, and you know that it's a legit company. But if it's just, you're just renting a room from someone, do not trust it. Just wait until you get here and wait until you meet the person in person. There's also Gumtree as well, which is similar to like Kijiji in Canada or Craigslist in the States. Again, I wouldn't trust it, but there are places on there, so that's an option. But yeah, I don't know, I think I might have covered a lot of information for you guys. If you are someone who is watching this and is thinking about coming to the UK to work and travel for a few years, I absolutely recommend that you do. You won't regret it. I'm excited to see what the future holds. But yes, if you guys are trying to come here, I highly recommend that you do. Please, 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 please save your money, as much money. If you now need $7,000 in your account just to apply for this visa, I recommend that you at least save $15,000 just to come here. No joke. Like you want to be good for a couple of months, especially if you don't have a job. So thank you guys for tuning into my video. Oh, I'm just kidding. Anyways, no, seriously though, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you felt that this information was helpful, please share it with your friends. Save your money and get your ass on that airplane and come to the UK, baby. Thank you guys. Bye.